One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the banks of the Raritan in Piscataway, New Jersey, SHI Stadium, home to the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start. He'll return it. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So Rutgers offense will have the football first. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. I'm excited about this new era of football. We're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch. Fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Well, the offense is being aggressive here in their opening possession, trying to throw the ball in the first two plays. They went incomplete first down, and now they take a sack on second down. This is not going to script, and they understood it was going to be a challenge against this defense. And I love the fact that they're going to be aggressive trying to throw, but the execution has got to be better.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You wonder about that play call on 3rd and long, maybe just trying to get themselves a little bit more real estate, but it didn't fool the defense. They create another negative play now deep in the opponent's territory. The defense has just been dominant on this drive.
Slips through the line. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. Penn State's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. They sure hope that that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they try the triple coverage. Because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously a great QB wide receiver duo. I'm just not letting that wide receiver get me today.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy. use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Quick strike complete. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. A 1st down run in the red zone. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Flips it out on the screen. Touchdown, Penn State! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Let's take a big picture program perspective on Rutgers. They were really excited about the pickup they got last week. Commitment from a 3-star defensive back, David. And when programs at this level can get guys like that in the building, everybody celebrates.
That whole building gets excited because transfer portal is one thing.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
As an offense, you've got to know at this part of the field, deep in your own end, you have got to do a better job in pass pro if you're going to call a pass play at this juncture in the game. Not good enough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The play action fake. Rush is on him. Got it in the middle. It's Blake. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. The Scarlet Knights send out the punt unit. First punt was gorgeous. Let's see if he can do it again. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Leaves it with the back. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. And the Nittany Lions move the change with some signature hard-nosed running.
Some Big Ten physicality, some Big Ten running the football. Gotta have it. Gotta start with that when you're in the Big Ten and when you're at Penn State.
Motion from the wideout. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Makes the catch. It's Snow. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. A shot toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And you could tell the offense was trying to take a shot and really stress that safety. Sending one guy long, you better come to the deep ball, and then try to slip a guy right underneath it. Unsuccessfully, the quarterback's got to be a little bit better with that timing.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the catch. It's Ivy. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big third down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop him.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They marched 56 yards to the end zone. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Scarlet Knights can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Line is set on third down. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw at Schultz. He's going to throw deep right side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Ready, set. Easy.
Takes the handoff. It's Hansen. Good, solid tackle.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Nittany Lions will punt this one away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Punt is in the air. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Quarterback on the keeper. Thrust that arm out.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
Leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
There's the pressure. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
The Scarlet Knights will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. From the gun, the ground game. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Ooh, and I love the running back here. Running into the blitz, he saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
Wide receiver going in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. As they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. With the catch, it's Snow. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the 2nd quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. The give to the tailback. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. And the Nittany Lions took those plain headgears, got their blocks, and picked up the first down.
Yeah, and those headgears are a staple, aren't they, of college football? I know exactly what you're talking about, those beautiful helmets. They don't change very much, very traditional. Penn State keeps it simple. Being traditional, running the football.
Got a man. It's Snow.
Every single week, defenses know who's going to get the ball thrown to them, but they can't stop him. With that last catch, he now has over 1,000 yards receiving on the year.
And the Nittany Lions with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Leaves it with the running back. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Snow. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
The Nittany Lions trying to get a touchdown on first and goal.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Back to pass. Sets up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Man, those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So the offense will try to punch it in here on fourth and goal from the 1. Wants to pass. Touchdown, Penn State! Quick strike through the air for the score. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
21, Rutgers, 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running back searching for a hole. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5. And the Scarlet Knights want to pick up the tempo. Guys, let's talk just for a second about Rutgers. Always nice to get a win on the recruiting trail. They feel like they did, landing a 3-star wide receiver, verbal commitment. They feel like he has the type of talent that can help a program at this level.
It's going to help their offense right away. I think one of the biggest reasons why he chose this program was because he felt he could get on the field right away and help them out. Bigger programs are out after him. He thought he might have to wait his turn elsewhere. Not the case here. Expect him to make some plays early on.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Hunt is on its way. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll start this drive from the 42. To the air on first down. Right down the middle. He makes the catch. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking for room. It's Hansen. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick pass on the jet motion. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Out of the gun, the inside give. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at third and long. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Finds his man. It's Ivy. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
The Nittany Lions will have it 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment beat. Dang, you talk about home field advantage? Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. He'll do it himself on the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Schultz. Right on the money. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Scarlet Knights in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, going up top. He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Scarlet Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Hansen. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
They have a first down at the 41-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. They'll run the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Now on second down. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Snow. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. He'll try to take it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. To the air, it's Schultz. Under fire. Back open in the middle. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And how good is it for a quarterback to have a running back he not only can just dump it off to, but can actually be dangerous as a receiver?
Agreed, Reese. It's not just checkdowns or screens or swing routes or flat routes. This guy can get vertical. And he can all of a sudden start stressing defenses in the second level. What a weapon it is to have this guy in your backfield.
It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Right on target this time. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. Between the uprights, it's good.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50+, and he did it with ease.
Rutgers, 3.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking downfield on first down. Looking for a huge play. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there today in Piscataway. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the birthplace of college football.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Scarlet Knights will boot it away to start the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Hansen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Holding. Offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And they fail to hook up on third down.
That is a good omen for this defense. They were getting lit up in the first half. They knew something had to change. So to set the tone like this early on their opening drive of the third quarter and get a stop on third, that should really help their confidence.
The kick is on its way. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Tight end now in motion. They'll try the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? To the air, it's Schultz. Bringing the heat. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. And the Scarlet Knights line up to punt it away. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Snapped it in the shotgun. Got it in the middle. It's Snow. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Didn't put much on that one, and it's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
Catch in the middle, it's Snow. The Nittany Lions will move the sticks with the first down. This drive's been productive so far, already picked up a couple of first downs, now out close to midfield. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And that one is picked off in the end zone. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Dropping back, it's Schultz. Firing to the right, complete. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds. The Scarlet Knights can really attack on this second and short. He'll do it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And the Scarlet Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. Takes it on the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Looking for a crease, it's Martin. And runs through another guy. There he goes down the right side. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Penn State! He would not be denied.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Georgia has the lead right now, but they have not been able to separate themselves just yet between the hedges of Sanford Stadium. They're up by 4 over LSU. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should see.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Picks up the first down, still moving. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Scarlet Knights, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Scanning the field, it's Schultz. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Wants to go up top. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it up to 14.
No touchdowns yet, but that may change very soon after that long completion by the offense. Really great route, and a nice job of looking that one in. He set his offense up now in the red zone. They're looking to score some points.
That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the ground with the back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. It's good. So forced to settle for the field goal.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Wants to go up top on first down. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a tight end. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Martin. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Nittany Lions in a good spot here with second and short. Moves. Looking to fire. Grab near the marker. It's Snow. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Wants to keep it in the air. Fires to the tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Makes the grab. And he's into the end zone.
nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he's able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he makes the extra point. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass.
Rutgers, 6.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Trying play action. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll leave it with him. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all... We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
They kick it away on 4th down. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Bunch formation for these receivers. On the run, it's Martin. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
He'll try it again. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The last 2 runs got a big fat nothing. Let's see if they try to go up top on 3rd and 10. Wants to go up top. Setting up the screen. He's not going to have enough for the 1st down. Had to get it to the 35, and now a tricky 4th down decision coming. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. They'll lead the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Trying to do it on the ground. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Caught in the backfield. It's Tate. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Dropping back, it's Nelson. Fires downfield. Makes a connection. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. And the Scarlet Knights with the 1st and 10. They'll run it to the right. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. The Scarlet Knights will send out the punt unit. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stands.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open, couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
Pulls it in. It's Ivy. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Snow. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Here we go.
Wants to throw again. Snagged in the middle. It's Martin. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
This This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Caught near the sticks. It's Snow. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. They'll go to the ground. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards. The Nittany Lions can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Takes the handoff. It's Martin. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Caught close to the marker, it's Saunders. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down.
Really nice job there of the quarterback reading coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on third down, setting up first and goal.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Touchdown, Penn State! And they take it in for 6 more points. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Man, it just means more in the SEC, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Georgia is currently up big at this moment, so much so they're on the verge of giving UGA the rest of the day off. They're up by 15 over LSU. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Give to the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Back to pass, it's Nelson. Looking to the big tight end. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on third down. And the Scarlet Knights will punt it away on fourth down. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Nittany Lions with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Handoff from the gun. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
Out of the gun to give to the back.
I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Going to swing it on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Saunders. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Grab near the sticks. It's Martin. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't make the catch. It's incomplete, and that drop might have cost him a big play on 1st down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Gonna look downfield again. The sure hands, it's Martin. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Punt is on its way. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play.
Yeah, just playing the field position game. Nice job angling it towards the sideline so it doesn't go into the end zone. That thing rolls down inside the 10. Really nice punt. Yes, I said something positive about a punt.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Scarlet Knights line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. All down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Nelson. He's got it. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
And the Scarlet Knights have it with a 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got his man. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
It's complete on the right side. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
Fires Here's to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you